Yep. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. Feels good to be behind the camera, actually speaking to you guys again. Today, I want to touch base on a few things that has been happening over culture that has put a really big negative mark onto the culture over the past year, 2 years or so. And we're at a place where if somebody doesn't speak on these things, then it can get a lot worse than what it is now. So, as you guys been noticing, you've been seeing more police chases, even though there is a no chase policy. I want to touch base on this one video that I seen recently that two riders were at a light and a undercover car pulled up and basically called them both. One guy panicked. Well, from my perception looking at it, looked like, honestly, they both panicked, to be honest. And multiple people would say that the one guy panicked. Some people would say the guy in the bag was just trying to get away as well. He was on point. I've been seeing a lot of people post this video. They've been posting it, and a lot of people bashing the first rider. Now I'm gonna give you a couple ways to prevent this from happening, because I haven't seen anybody talk about ways to encourage people to prevent this stuff from happening to other riders, or to help other riders not get tickets or not make it home, you know? Of course, many will say, well, they're illegal, they shouldn't be out there anyway. Well, who are we to judge anybody? People are gonna do what they're gonna do regardless. So if you're out there and you're doing something that you love to do, who am I to judge to tell you that what you love to do is wrong? Live your life. I will say this, there are 3 things I would say that will help prevent this from happening. I would say 1, watch who you ride with. You have to be aware who you're with in the pack. I say this because back when I came into the culture, back in like 2011, 2010, 2012, the culture was more exclusive back then, if you know what I mean. It was more underground, where you had to be invited to be able to be in the pack. If you wasn't known, or if you didn't know somebody out there, then you wasn't welcome, because nobody didn't know who you were. It was exclusive. Because bike life has grown tremendously over the years, and it's becoming so popular that a lot of places, a lot of cities, you can just pull up, not really know anybody, just pop a bike out, and the love of all the people out there, they look at it like, hey, you going to the pack? I'm trying to find a pack. Let's link up, and we out. But that opens up a lot of doors for not knowing who you're really truly riding with. If that person could not know how to ride at all, it could leave you in a position where you got to keep saving this person, and it makes you think like, all right, are you really out here with us, or are you against us? You know, a lot of different scenarios pop in your mind. But I know one thing for sure, a lot more rookies are going out there in packs. A lot of youngins are learning how to wheelie, learning how to do combos, learning how to do various of tricks before you're really learning how to ride. The things that you're learning are going to get you views, going to get you comments, going to get you likes, it's going to get you attention. But that's not going to save your life. The things that will save your life won't get you likes. Simple things of like learning how to maneuver your bike through traffic, learning how to turn your bike around at a certain given time or quickly because people are in the way, or your life is at risk at this moment. These are things that you got to learn firsthand. Also, knowing when to put up, knowing when to pitch your bike down, knowing who you're with. These things take huge impact on you getting home or not, or you not getting hurt or not. You got to see things before they happen when you're out there. So that's one thing that I would definitely say that can help these young riders firsthand before they even come out there in any traffic or parking lot, wherever it is. You got to know who you're riding with. Number 2, as a rider, you always have to be prepared for anything. You got to always have an exit route. And that's for anything in life. Whatever you do, you have to understand when you're moving through traffic, you got to know where you're going to go next if something was to go wrong. If you're stopped at a light like that, you need to have space enough to know if something was to go wrong, I could go this way, I can go that way. Your head is completely on a swivel because you know things can go wrong at any given time. It's the same way when you're driving a car. They tell you when you're driving, you're aware. Your awareness is extremely high because you're checking your mirrors, checking your left mirror, checking your right mirror. You're scanning the road. Unfortunately, what we love to do gets frowned upon many, but that's okay. Enjoy, do what you love to do, man. Regardless, one day it'll make a way where all this is legal for people to ride at any given time. But until then, you have to be aware because stuff like this will happen. And if it does happen, you already be prepared for it. My third point, no panic. When you're out there, you legit gotta relax, breathe, stay calm, no panic. You already know what you're getting into when you get out there. Right now, unfortunately, that's just how it is. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, not encouraging anybody to go out here and just ride reckless or whatever. But if you're going to do it, you got to stay calm, relax, breathe. No panic. Because things will get crazy. But if you learn to stick together in situations, learn to see things coming, you're looking out for not only you, but you're looking out for people around you. When you panic, scatter like roaches. They pick you apart. That's just how it is, man. So, remember when things are going wrong out there and people, you see people doing things that you may personally not approve of, or, you know, you've been in that stage before, but you look at them and say, oh, you're a clown, you're a worm. Nah, let's try not to discourage these people and make fun of them. Let's try more to just encourage people with their decision making and making them more aware of what's going on, of their surroundings, and help them be better men, better women. You know, we gotta do better as a whole because it's like I said, it's a lot of things happening in this culture right now that is leaving a bad mark on it. And if we don't stick up and fend for ourselves and help one another, then it's going to go down a bad hole that we don't want to see the culture in. The culture is so different than what it was years ago. Some may say it's watered down. Some may say it's more popular, it's a good thing. I'll leave that up to you guys, but one thing you can't deny is that it's getting bad all the way around. It's more chases. It's more riders doing things. It's becoming more common. And as it's become more common, we have to also take accountability for ourselves and the actions that we do and actually look after each other. Instead of it just being bike life brings bonds or bikes up, guns down, all the cliche quotes that came along with this culture. Let's actually live by that and be as a pack together, handle things together as a unit. Let's do it right. Remember, we was all in that stage where we was doing things that made people laugh, worm stage they call it. If they're in that stage, that's what we got us for. People who've been through that. People who know how to navigate through that. You help them out by encouraging and giving them your experiences on how you got through it. Peace and love to all you guys. If you feel free to share, like, comment. If you do comment, feel free to comment something that you've been in a similar situation or you know how to help the situation. Leave some positive feedback and encouragement in there, you know? Peace and love, everyone. Until next time.